How far back does the Social Security Administration go when they're looking at medical records in a Social Security disability case? This is a question that I'm asked a lot, and the answer depends on a few different factors. First, Social Security wants to see medical evidence all the way back to the date that you told Social Security that you became disabled. This is also your alleged onset date. So they'll want to start there, looking at evidence from that date to present. Now, if you've been disabled for a long time, but you're just now applying, Social Security will want to look at older records that start to establish the conditions that were preventing you from working or inhibiting your ability to work full time. Now, for SSDI cases, Social Security will want to see medical records prior to your date last insured. So this is the date that you must establish that you were disabled by. So any records before that time period will be imperative. Now, if that date last insured has passed, Social Security will be focusing on the records that you have before that DLI date. If you're applying for SSI, then Social Security will not look back that far. In that instance, Social Security will generally focus on evidence from the date of your application to present. This is simply because SSI doesn't typically pay past benefits like SSDI does. They're typically looking at your application date forward. Now, all that being said, the more consistent your medical treatment is, the better, regardless of you applying for SSDI or SSI. If there are gaps in your treatment, then Social Security might assume that your conditions were not as severe as other time periods when you did have consistent treatment. So if you are applying, make sure that you are submitting all relevant medical treatment that proves why you're unable to work full-time, not just your most recent records. The older records can make or break your case, especially if you're relying on conditions that started many, many years ago.